Let's understand why banks are insisting on current ratio of 1.33. So first of all, let's have how this current ratio is calculated. What is the formula for current ratio? The formula is very simple. Current ratio is equal to current asset, I'll put it as CA, divided by current liability. So the formula part is very simple. Current asset divided by current liability. Okay. So let me give some imaginary numbers. Let's say my current asset is 100 and my current liability is 75. So if I calculate current ratio now, this is going to be 100 divided by 75, and the ratio will be, if you calculate, it's going to be 1.33. So here we should understand what this 1.33 signifies. You go back, you had current asset of 100 and current liability is 75. It means current liability is contributing to 75% of current assets. So what does that mean? The remaining 25%, okay, the remaining 25% of current assets are contributed by some long-term funds, because 75% of current assets were contributed by current liability. It means the remaining 25% of current assets were contributed by whom? It was contributed by long-term funds. Okay, and this long-term funds will be in turn called as net working capital. So understand, the current ratio of 1.33 is possible only when your current liability is 75%. It means this ratio is possible only when 25% of current assets are funded by long-term funds, that is basically your net working capital. Okay, because net working capital, the other way of computing net working capital is nothing but current asset minus current liability. So current asset minus current liability, the difference is net working capital. So from where you get this net working capital is, it is basically your long-term funds. And if that long-term funds is 25% of current asset, then 75% of current assets are current liabilities, and so you are getting the current ratio of 1.33. So what banks try to ensure here is, if your current ratio is 1.33, okay, it means there is a manageable liquidity position. I mean, liquidity position is manageable. Why it is manageable? You are not 100%, you are not 100% dependent on outsiders. Okay, I'm saying that you are not 100% dependent on outsiders. So here the stress is, you are not 100% dependent on outsiders. It means 25% had come from net working capital. But what is the benefit when money comes from net working capital? It means these money need not be repaid within 1 year, right? Whereas current liabilities, if you take all these current liabilities, they got to be repaid within 1 year. So when you have some obligations to be settled within 1 year, you have what is known as liquidity stress. When you will have this liquidity stress, you will have liquidity stress if you don't have matching or greater than current assets. I mean, if you don't have matching current assets or greater current assets, you will have liquidity stress. But if you have 25% of current assets funded by net working capital, then you need not worry about repaying them within 1 year. Whereas current assets are those assets where you can convert them into cash within 1 year. It means now you are going to have some kind of comfort, because you can allow your business to generate money, and that can be generated within a period of 1 year, but that need not be repaid within a period of 1 year. It means your business will have what is known as liquidity. Liquidity means your ability to pay your short term expenses. Okay, ability to pay your short term expenses and ability to pay your short term obligations, and all these are made possible when you are allowed to retain certain cash or certain money generated in business within business, and all those are possible when you have current ratio of 1.33, and that's why banks are insisting on current ratio of 1.33.